Hello, online crew. It is your captain here today to talk to you about stress. Have you ever been stressed before? Do you feel stressed right now? Has stress ever appeared in your life in some way? Well, if it has, or if you're stressed right now, let's have a chat about it. Stress is a killer. Literally, guys. Literally. Stress is one of those things that if it's constantly in your body, you're continually dealing with stress, it can lead to very serious illnesses and diseases that, may not work out well for you. So it's a very important topic to think, to talk about. But more importantly, not only just to sort of talk about it, but work out what do you do? What is the best way to handle it? Because I'm sure at various times in your life, you've dealt with stress, and as I said, maybe some of you are stressed sort of right now. So welcome to the live today. If we've not met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain at service to our amazing online crew community here of home-based business owners, entrepreneurs, direct sellers, network marketers, all of the above, and you would like to learn to leverage social media and use modern online strategies to build your business. So that's predominantly what we talk about here. But my first video of the week, I talk about something to do with personal growth, personal development, these kind of things, because it's just so important to your success in business. If you don't have it going on up here, then it's going to be very hard for you to have a really successful business. So we've got to get you right so then you can build a thriving business. If you're not right, if you don't feel good, if you're not happy, if you don't have lots of belief in yourself and all those kind of things, if you're lacking in those areas, it's going to be really hard for you to be successful in your business. So that's why for my first video of the week that I always talk about a topic like this, and today is stress. So stay with me. I do want to share with you guys, those of you that are joining me live, thank you for finding me early, because I am an hour and a half earlier than I normally would be because I'm hosting a webinar in just less than 30 minutes. So I just have to adjust my time when I host webinars and review people's Facebook ads and those kind of things. So thank you to those that have found me live. For the rest of you, hi on the replay. But I am going to share with you that I'm not going live for the next 2 days, because Paul and I are going away today. We're going on a little getaway this afternoon, and we are taking off for 2 days, and we're going to basically just downtime, us time, celebrate our wedding anniversary, which we had last week, which we saw each other for like a whole hour for that day. But it's going to be a bit weird because I'm not going live tomorrow or the next day, but I'll be back the day after. We're just going away for 2 nights. So that's just a heads up on what's happening this week. So how are you guys? What's going on in your part of the world? Are you stressed? Are you good? What's going on? Hello, Crystal. How are you? Good to see you on. We've got Cherie here. Crystal's one of our life members. Cherie's one of our VIPs. Beth's one of our VIPs. So is Laurie. First thing I heard was, have you ever been stressed? Well, duh. Guess I'm here for a reason. If somebody said, I've never been stressed in my life, they'd be lying, I think. Don't you think? Everybody's been stressed at some point in their life. And the sad part about it, as I wrote in the description, is a lot of people actually live in constant stress because they don't know how to manage it. So that's a really dangerous place to be in because of what stress does to your body. Like if you felt that real stress where you can just feel it in your bones and your blood, and you're feeling really anxious and stressed, and that's when cortisol is going through the roof. It can, some people lose weight when they get stressed. I put on weight when I get stressed because it's like my whole body goes, nah, I'm shutting down on you. Nothing's working. My digestion's not working. Nothing's working. When I get really, really stressed, I can feel my body shutting down. So people react to it in different ways. But what's important is what I'm going to share with you in this video is how to handle it. Okay, and it's not rocket science. You probably would have heard it before, but sometimes we just need to hear it again. Some things you know a lot of things. You actually know a lot more than you give yourself credit for. You just don't act on a lot of things. So the point of these videos at the beginning of every week is to put it in front of your face sometimes so you can think about it again and have a higher level of awareness about it. Does that make sense? Hello, Yvette. How are you? One of our VIPs again. We've got Karen in the house, so you're awake, Karen. Good to see you on. It's a little bit earlier, but the fact that I'm earlier, we can have some of our UK people on. Hello, Laurie. Well, I've said hello to Laurie. I've been stressed a lot of my life, but I've learned many different strategies to help me manage it, and that's what it's all about. You'll probably never really manage stress 100%, like that you'll never get stressed again. Like even when you learn to manage it, it never really goes away. You've just got to be really aware of it when you know you're stressed to sort of deal with it. Okay. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. How amazing. Have a wonderful time and treasure the moments. Are the boys staying home? Yep, we've got the boys. We've got the boys all looked after with people. We've got the dog looked after. So everybody's taken care of. We've just got to pack up our stuff this afternoon and head off. You know, the funny thing is, guys, this is really going to make you laugh. Some of you might remember, I don't think it was last year, maybe it was the year before. I'll put some photos up on my page and show you where we're going, because we have been there once before, and I did a little video for you guys. It's just such a beautiful place on the top of a cliff top looking at the ocean. This is what's going to make you laugh. It's 10 minutes from home. From here to get there, it's 10 minutes away. And you guys know we have a beautiful view. Well, not all of you would know that, but we do have a beautiful view. A lot of you that have been around me for a while would have seen the view, but where we're going is like right on the top of a cliff looking over the ocean. And it's just, we could be anywhere. We could be in another state. We could be in another, it looks like you're away in like another country, honestly. I'll take some photos for you and you'll understand, but it's one of those things where you can't travel. You're looking in your own backyard. And so we're just literally in our own backyard, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Crystal, I'm so glad you guys are going away, enjoying your time together. Thank you. Okay, I bet I'll come back to your comments later, because I just realized I've got to get on a webinar in 20 minutes. So I better get into the content here. I'm just chatting with you. I'm going to run out of time. So when you're stressed, what we tend to do is say things like, you know, this is so stressful. I'm so stressed. I can't cope with this. They're stressing me out. This situation is stressing me out. Like, we're looking at external sources for our stress. That's what a lot of people will say when they're stressed. You're blaming it on external, you know, circumstances. What you really have to realize and bring to the forefront of your mind straight away is actually the reality of what's happening is you're feeling stressed. It doesn't even matter what the stress is coming from. If you're stressed, you're actually feeling stressed. Your body is in a state of agitation. Make sense? So when you're feeling and you're saying to yourself, oh, I'm so stressed, this is stressing me out, the situation is stressing me out, my job's stressing me out, my health is stressing me out, my online business is stressing me out, you know, whatever, that's just the circumstances. What it's leading to is a feeling. Your body is agitated and you're feeling stressed internally. So it's external things, and some people are better at handling that than others. Fair call? So something could be handling and somebody will go, oh, I'm so stressed about that. And somebody else could go, oh, well, it is what it is. Let's just pick up ourselves and move on. So people handle stress differently. It doesn't matter what the external circumstances is that lead to that point. What you really want to think about up here is it's not that, it's you. It's the feeling of stress. So say to yourself and recognize it for actually what it is. I am feeling stressed. Okay, now when you say that and you acknowledge that, it's now back in your control. You can't give the control of stress to external circumstances because you're the one that's feeling the way that you're feeling. And some people are really good at not letting things stress them out, and other people's are just a stress bucket. Are you a stress bucket? Some people are just a stress bucket. And every little thing stresses them out. Dangerous place to be in, because that's when your cortisol is going through the roof and, you know, your nervous system and everything just breaks down from there. So it's actually you and you're feeling stress. Doesn't matter how you got there or what the external things is, it's you're actually feeling stress. So that's step one. Recognize that it's you, it's coming from you, and it's a feeling. Doesn't matter where it came from. Okay, where it came from may be a situation you need to deal with, but you need to deal with your internal feelings first before you can go and deal with the external stuff. Because unless you're right, unless you're thinking clearly, and unless you're in a good frame of mind, you will make stupid decisions. You will get more upset than you need to. You'll feel sorry for yourself longer than you need to. You'll stop yourself from picking up and moving on unless you check in with your feelings. You with me? Okay, step one. Acknowledge what stress actually is. It's a feeling of agitation in your body, and you need to remind yourself of that when you're in that state. Okay, so what do we do then? The worst thing you can do is speed up when you're stressed. So have you been in those situations where you got so much going on and you're so stressed and you just keep going? You just, okay, I've got to do this and I've got to do that and I've got to do that and I've got to do that for the family and I've got to do this for myself and I've got to go to that appointment and I've got to do this online and I've got to do that for the kids, and you're in that constant state of speed. Get on the off ramp. Off ramp. Calmness is on the off ramp. Decisions are on the off ramp. Like getting back in control of your feelings and your body and the situation is on the off ramp. Okay, so just remember that when you're in that feeling of stress and you've recognized it, it doesn't matter how you got there, what the external circumstances are, you are the only one that can control it. So it's really, really important to check in and know that it's not the external stuff, whether that gets alleviated or not. It's you and your internal feelings that will get you out of the stress. So how do we do that? Get off the bandwagon of the feeling of stress. Calm yourself down. There's 3 little things. I was listening to a TED talk about not long ago about stress, and there was a doctor talking about stress. And the 3 ways to eliminate stress is what you all know, but overlook. And that's, to see, SEE, if you remember that, to see the solutions that are right in front of you. See, meaning sleep, eating, and exercise. They are proven to be the 3 biggest things that can actually reduce the feeling of stress. So, and I'll go into each one of these as to what they sort of say about them, because it's important that you guys understand this. Some of your solutions are right in front of your face and you overlook them. And so you're stressed, you're still not sleeping. You're stressed, you're eating crap. You go for the ice cream and the chocolate because you're stressed. You're certainly not exercising because you're too busy because you're stressed out. You're doing everything to exaggerate the stress sometimes. And you will just stay in that constant bubble of agitated state of stress. So it's a real conscious effort on your behalf to get out of the physical state of stress. And when you do, you'll be capable of making more rational decisions. You'll be capable of thinking clearer and, looking through the weeds as to whatever the solution it is for you. Maybe you've just got that much going on. You've got things coming at you left, right, and center. You've got a family, you've got kids, you've got grandkids, you've got everybody needing something from you. If you've got a big team in this industry, maybe it's team members, like everything seems to be coming at you. How you deal with that is not all of that external stuff. That's totally up to you. And a lot of people don't realize that. They're just like, oh, there's so much going on. This is really stressing me out. That's not stressing you out. You're stressing you out because you're in control of your feelings. You've got to take control of stress internally and deal with it and make decisions to help alleviate the stress. Now, let's have a talk about sleep. How much sleep do you guys get a night? Everybody will be a little bit different. You've probably worked out over the years, being adults, of how much sleep works for you. There are some people, I admire them. There are some people that can quite comfortably go with 4 or 5 hours sleep a night and they're good to go. I can't do that. Some of you will know that I do all sorts of hours because, I'm in Australia and I do a lot of business, and I'm a mentor for a company that's based in America. So I do trainings at 2:30 in the morning. I do all sorts of things and, workshops on the weekend that go all through the night. Like I can do that, but I can't do it every week. It just throws me completely out of whack when I do things like that. But some things are worth the sacrifice and I'm willing to do it if I know it'll help move the needle forward. So there are times that, it'll put stress on your body. I accept that and I work around it. So I don't let it get to me. It's just, okay, this is what I'm prepping myself for, and my sleep when I can get it, or what I'm eating while I'm doing that. Like, all of that kind of stuff is really, really important. So you have to take responsibility for it. So the first thing, sleep, is apparently science says that we need between 7 and 9 hours a night for everything to repair itself. So, there's circadian rhythms, in your brain and things like that. And all of that needs repairing and resetting over, like, statistically, science says between 7 and 9 hours a night. How are you guys going with that? Are you at a constant sort of lack of sleep? If you really struggle with sleep, you've got to work out ways to resolve that problem. Get off technology. At least an hour before you go to bed, like, consciously do that. Even what this lady in this TED Talk was saying about blue light technology, even if your phone, you're not on it, but it is next to your bed, the radiation and the blue light from that messes with the natural melatonin in your brain. If you have your phones in your rooms, you are messing with your sleep. Now, a lot of people say, I use it as my alarm, I use it for meditation and all the rest of it. Don't. Find out other ways to, have an alarm clock, have a little, little recorder thing with the meditations on or something. Find other ways, but get this out of your bedroom if that's you. It is messing with the natural melatonin in your brain. So even if you do sleep, you're not getting good quality sleep. Sleep is absolutely essential to minimize stress levels. So that's number one, sleep. So how many of you guys, share with me, how many of you still have your phones in your bedrooms? Have you not read up about that? Google it. Damages of mobile phone in the bedroom. I've mentioned this example so many times. It always amazes me when we go, how tired I get with the natural light and the natural melatonin that's around me and the fresh air. And I'm in bed by 9:30 if we're not up drinking with friends. But it just, that's nature at its best. Inside the house, you've got lights, you've got TVs, you've got computers, you've got phones. Everything is messing with your sleep. So if you have a problem with sleep, you want to look for some solutions which help you get natural melatonin or eliminate things that are messing with your natural melatonin, okay? It needs 7 to 9 hours, apparently scientifically, for the brain to repair itself and do what it needs to do, okay? So that's sleep. The blue light that comes from everything around you, computers and phones and stuff like that, that's what is messing with you. But this doctor was saying, even if you're not looking at it, but it's just sitting next to you, near you, still the radiation from it is still messing with your natural melatonin. So sleep is huge. Eating. What people tend to do when they're stressed is go for the sweet stuff to pick themselves up. That is the worst thing that you can do, is go for sugar. Sugar is, you think about caveman times, all they had was food that was grown, made from the land, grown on trees, things like that. Like, sugar wasn't really a thing. Natural sugar and fruits was all they really had. You look at today's, day and age, you go in a supermarket, everything's laden with sugar, so it stays on the shelves for longer. Everything's got sugar in it. It's the worst thing that you can do for stress. So, or if you need a little bit of sugar, go for a piece of fruit rather than, the ice cream and things like that. That's just feeding, the sugar is feeding the stress. So when you're really stressed, that is a very good time for you to up your water and watch, what you're eating. Not new, you guys know this, but some people just need reminding. Okay? So the solutions: sleep, eat, and exercise, just that natural endorphins. Just go for a quick little walk, get out of your environment, get out of the harsh lighting, technology, blue screens, stuff like that. Breathe in fresh air, go for a walk. Exercise is massive for stress reduction. So it doesn't mean you have to go join a gym and do all these, crazy things as far as exercise is. Just go outside and walk down the street or around your house or wherever it is, and the very minimum, get into some breathing. So something I shared with my VIPs that I've been doing lately, because it works really well, and I just do it, consciously do it twice a day, but if I'm thinking about it, I would do it more. But that's when you breathe through the mouth, and this is amazing for stress and so quick. Even if you're driving in a car, do it. It's not just don't lose your concentration, but open your mouth and breathe in for 5. So count to 5. Hold it for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 5. Minimum you should be doing when you're stressed, if you need to calm yourself down, and you'll feel the difference. Do it now. Do it when you get off this video. Do the 5, 5, 5. Breathe in. So breathe in deeply, through your mouth. Hold it for 5. Breathe out for 5. Do it in the morning before you get up. Do it at night. Do it during the day if you remember it. And it actually calms your whole nervous system down. Very minimum, you should be doing something like that, breathing wise. But if you can do, a little bit of exercise, that would be very helpful. But you've got to slow down and get off the hamster wheel. But this is your choice. The problem with stress is that people blame it on external circumstances. But you get to choose how you handle your external circumstances. You get to choose how you think about those external circumstances. You can look on the positive side of things and go, well, this is not an ideal situation. It could be medically. It could be something that you're dealing with medically that you don't have a choice over. Okay, not cool, not good. Stressful? Yes. But you get to choose whether you eliminate that stress or you indulge in the moment and make it worse for yourself. Your frame of mind, your attitude is everything. You can let things get to you and stress, or you can make a choice, one choice to go, I'm not letting get this the better of me. I'll deal with it when I know what I'm dealing with, health things like that. But you can't stress about things that you can't change. You just can't. It's not going to do you any good. So, more control when stress creeps in. Just remember, I can see the solutions. Sleep, eat, exercise. Basic, I know. But so important to calm yourself down. Because if you stay on that stressful cycle, you stay on the hamster wheel, you're going to stay in a stressful situation and it's going to really havoc with your brain and your health. And you can't make great decisions when you're stressed. So make a conscious decision to get off the highway. Take the accelerator off, slow down and get off the highway. And see the solutions that are in front of you. Sleep, eat, exercise. You've got to make a conscious decision. So you get to choose, guys, how you handle stress. It's all up to you. It's not up to those circumstances. It's up to you. So choose wisely. It's that important. Your energy will go up. Your clarity will go up. Your decision-making will be more beneficial to you. Everything will be better when you alleviate the stress. But you've got to make conscious decisions to do that. Okay. And again, I know this is not necessarily rocket science. You've heard all this before, but sometimes you just need reminding that you're the one that's in control. Don't let life take control of you. You take control of your life. And that is something you choose. Okay. I hope that's helpful for somebody listening live or on the replay to just think about maybe the situation that you're in right now and how you can handle it and make a choice to take control of it instead of playing the victim. So it's all in a decision. It's a decision to choose the positive way. It's a decision to choose to take control. So again, I'll leave you with that thought. You take control of your life instead of letting life take control of you. You're in the driver's seat. So you can make the changes that can affect you in a positive way, but nobody else can do that for you. It's up to you. Stress is a very, very dangerous thing for your body and your mind and everybody around you and how you move through life. So if you're in that situation, work on ways to eliminate the stress so you can make the proper decisions you need to. You can see clearly and you can move in the direction that you need to. Okay? So for whatever it's worth, I hope that's useful to somebody listening on this live or on the replay. So I've got to go. I've got 5 minutes to be on my webinar. Thank you to those who turned up live because I am an hour and a half early. I hope it was worth your time. And I won't see you for 3 days. So I won't be live tomorrow or the next day, but I'll be live the day after. So, and online coaching community members, remember we've got our live Q&A Zoom calls this week. There's 2 of them to cater for different time zones all around the world, and they're at the end of the week. So check in. I've emailed you about it. I've put a post in the group about it, but don't miss those live Q&A Zoom calls at the end of the week so we can chat and I can help you with your business. You can get on those calls and ask me specific questions about what's going on in your specific business. So coaching community members, make sure you check out the dates and the times of that. Okay, so I will see you in a couple of days' time. I'm going to look forward to my time away. It is raining and it's terrible, so we might be stuck indoors for a couple of days, but we'll see how we go. But enjoy your next couple of days, and I will check in with you in a couple of days' time. Thank you for being here with me. Bye.